This guy is begging to be double teamed. Poor guy. I had 3 white shirts on the perimeter and he wouldn't give up the ball. And I can't believe I just got that to work in traffic. Did I just throw an alley-oop to myself? Not even off the glass, but straight up to myself in traffic? This play right here, this settles it in my mind. I've seen enough. So look, I'm hardly complaining about my opponent being cheesed, because truth be told, he deserved it. Look at this right here, trying to take a charge at mid-court. Who still plays defense like that? Who's still posting up, trying to draw that animation where I commit the offensive foul? I told you, I'm in savage mode this year. You're getting exposed. You try to take charges at mid-court, you deserve to be in the Hall of Shame. So me throwing an alley-oop to myself in traffic and it actually succeeding in a clutch situation, it really couldn't have happened against a better opponent. But every time I get loose on a fast break this year, I've been purposely throwing myself alley-oops, throwing it off the glass, and I've been trying it in every situation, whether there's someone behind me or I'm just wide open, because I've been suspecting this to be the most overpowered move in NBA 2K19, and I've finally done it enough to go ahead and confirm, yeah, this one, it's a fun move, but it's way too much of a tool. And what I mean by that is, self alley-oops are just supposed to be fun, right? You're on a break, you're up by 30 or whatever, you're blowing somebody out, or maybe you're not blowing them out, but you're just on a break by yourself, and you want to toss it off the glass and you want to show out. But this move is almost unblockable. I've only seen it blocked one time. I've only been blocked trying it once. But in most situations, when I'm being tailed by somebody, when somebody's trying to chase me down, I throw the ball, and whether it goes off the glass or whether my guy just catches it in midair, the defender can see it coming, he'll try to block it, but it seems like the defensive player is a bit incapable of being able to track the ball. And I'm very surprised because it's only happened to me one time this entire year. The first night I got the game, I was playing against the Lakers and I was using the Celtics back when I still used to run with them, and LeBron stole the ball and tossed it to himself. And then I got curious because I had seen it done in other games, but I'd never bothered to try it. And upon using it myself this year, you know, my problem with it is that I'm way too comfortable being able to use it in any situation. Like, look at this game against the Suns. I see him going back to Booker, I snatch it, and I don't get ahead with Harden because he turned around, and look at that. I had Josh Jackson on my back when I did that. There is no way I should have felt comfortable enough with this move to toss it off the glass with Jackson right there. But I felt I could do it because I know that the defender simply just doesn't track the basketball. When he presses triangle, it's like he goes for a regular chase down, but the animations that these guys enter when you throw it off the glass are way too difficult to get to. And in real life, nobody tries this in game. Nobody does this in game unless there's just no one there at all. There has to be no one even close to them for them to attempt this. This one is a really bad case right here. I'm playing the Denver Nuggets, and ironically, he fails an alley. I'm ahead with Lonzo Ball. I see Millsap and I see Craig behind me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I know no matter what Paul Millsap does, he's gonna have to get lucky to block that. And that's one right there where I feel like not only could he not track the ball, but he couldn't even affect Lonzo in that animation, it seems. Maybe that should have been a foul on Denver, because as you can see from this angle, it's a little bit difficult. But Millsap's arm looks like it got in front of Lonzo, like his body was actually in front of him. And Lonzo dunked it like nobody was there. I'm back up against the Bulls on this one. I see an easy pass coming to D Rose. That was very easy to read. But look, Rose gets in front of Christie. Look at that. He at least got into the side of him, and it's like he just jumped like a helpless victim. That, at barest minimum, probably should have been a foul on Rose, I'm assuming. It looks like he got him on the arm. Something should have happened there, some type of contact. I don't think that should have been a highlight. I get that this is triple threat mode right here, but this is still ridiculous. Look at this LeBron on LeBron crime. Look at that. LeBron on LeBron. Something should have canceled out there, because he did everything right as a defender right there. He actually got in front of me. He planted in front of me and then jumped, and still couldn't block the ball, couldn't get a hand on the ball, couldn't stop LeBron from the dunk animation. He was helpless right there. There was nothing better he could have done to defend that. And I specifically remember doing that move right there. I remember that alley. And it felt like once I double tap triangle, It felt like I was in an unstoppable animation. Maybe this play is just Giannis being Giannis, but this is the most absurd of all of them. I get the steal with LeBron. This is at the end of the game. 19-19, look at that! The whole team. I mean, again, Giannis has done some really unthinkable shit in game in real life. But the craziest thing, I don't think he could dunk on himself like that off the glass with LeBron trying to swat it. Look at LeBron James, by the way. This guy played great defense also. But LeBron entered a jumping animation where he could just do nothing. He couldn't track the basketball. He's in a good position to swat that right there. And it just doesn't work. Him and Giannis both missed it. Giannis on Giannis crime. Alright, so you get the point by now. The only good thing that I can say about this move is that so far I have not been able to pull it off in the half-court offense. So there will be times where the guy, he gets out of position or I blow by him, and I go right down the middle and I try the move. But instead of throwing it off the glass to himself, he ends up throwing it to he tries to throw an alley to someone else and it ends up being a turnover. So at least you can't do this in half court because then it would be really broken. But so far in regular gameplay, I would consider this overpowered. I would say it's a broken move just because it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop it. It's way too easy to use as an actual tool to score when it should just be a show out move, a show off move. And you guys know I am not for 2K nerfing things or messing with anything really, because normally when they update their game, more bad than good comes. Look at that, Elgin Baylor. That is Elgin Baylor after he ruptured his patellar tendon, throwing it off the glass, making body contact with Dennis Smith, damn near jumping over Doncic. What in the world? This move is broken. I would expect this in the park, or the neighborhood, or when you're playing somebody inside your crib. In just straight up fun modes, I get it. But as far as competitive play, I'm gonna go ahead and say this needs to be patched. I had 4 consecutive self alley-oops at the end of that Bulls game. This has got to be patched, man.